that went by pretty quick. Yeah, we return now with more of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. This is part 6. The first 4 parts were the demo itself. The second, yeah, after that, part 5, we head in. Turns out I completely forgot if there was someone behind the church. Yeah, right around here. There it is. I missed out on mini metal. That makes 4. Okay, now with that done, back to Estard Castle. Let's also rest up at the inn, because apparently I kind of forgot about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think it would matter now, does it? Yeah, let's just head for the castle anyway.
Hey!
I wonder if any new islands have been sighted while we've been gone. I bet my old man can tell us. Come on, Auster. Let's see if there's any news. Well, if it means I can be able to get things done, I don't mind. Nope. Yeah, and I gotta find a way to reach down below because I think I must have missed a medal. I know I missed one. Yeah. I have a habit of doing this. Damn it! Right here. This cave is still as confusing as I remember it. Alright, finally. It's supposed to be somewhere around here. No, there's supposed to be a barrel outside in the southwest. There it is! Then I guess I must have gotten that already. Then... don't tell me I've got to go back. But let me at least get the item that I missed out on. Yeah, because I could have sworn I did. Yeah, there's one in Estard Castle. I already got one in the tower and one in Balamoy. Which means there's another one in Estard Castle. But where? Yeah, you have to head to the castle roof. I am thankful this game actually tells you exactly where to find these. If it wasn't for that, it would have made the journey that much more unbearable. Yeah, let's head back. Let's head back in. Yeah, turns out I have to be in the king's room for that, which I missed out on. There was a lot I missed out on. Jeez Louise. God. Guess I gotta get back up there. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's the king's room. But in order to reach there, you gotta go around to the back. There you go. Booyah. We get a bow tie? And then that says Mini Medal 5. Okay, now that we got the Mini Medal, now we can continue. Oh my god, why'd I did that? Alright, let's talk with the king.
Welcome home, my boy. You and your intrepid companions. Our learned friend here has told me all about your recent activities. Something I could not help but notice that you were loath to do. In any case, if what he tells us is true, it would appear that this world once contained a great number of islands. At some point, however, and for reasons unknown to us, they all disappeared. And now, your actions are bringing them back. I am led to believe, in fact, that a new island may even have appeared as a result of your latest excursion. I must admit, I am skeptical of these claims, which is why I have dispatched a party to investigate. If they confirm the presence of another new island, then I suppose I will have no choice but to believe Dermot's explanation. And to believe you too, Kiefer. Now, we should be receiving a report back from them any moment. At which point we...
I bring a message, Your Majesty, from the party sent to investigate the new island. We have confirmed the presence of a new landmass, a volcanic island some distance to the north of the one which appeared the other day.
Thank you. You may stand down.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, that settles it, I suppose. I must bow before your wisdom, old friend.
As well you should.
I should have believed you. Please, you must accept my deepest apologies. Now, Kiefer, if not for the efforts of you and your friends, this truth would have evaded us. You have done our realm a great service, and for this I am grateful. However, I cannot allow you to continue to put yourself at risk so recklessly. Young man, your adventuring days are over.
Your Majesty, this isn't what you promised.
My son, you must understand. You are the future king of Estard. You must leave the task of restoring the lost islands to others and focus on your royal duties.
And that goes for you too, Maribel. No more adventures. You had us worried sick, young lady. To think if anything had happened to you, I would have... Well, I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, that's enough of that. It's home with you.
Right, all right, I'm coming. Don't need to drag me.
My lad, you have no idea how happy it makes me to hear tales of your bravery. But there's no point having guts if you don't know when to call it a day. Let's make a quiet exit of our own, shall we?
Guess we're getting some R&R, huh?
You know, I always thought you were a cautious lad. I didn't expect you to go in for all that daring do malarkey. Anyway, I'm not gonna lay down the law like King Donald or Mare Maid and tell you that you can't be going off adventuring. But, on the other hand, there's nothing daring or heroic about running off without a by your leave and making folks worry about you. So, I'll ask you straight, lad. Do you mean to go off adventuring again anytime soon?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely determined? Even if it means you have to do it all on your own without any of your little friends to help you.
Well, yes.
Well, in that case, I won't stand in your way. You're a young man now. It's only natural for you to want to be spreading your wings, trying new things. Just don't do anything stupid, you hear? There's nothing brave about sticking around to take a beating when you could have run and saved yourself. Well, it's getting late, and you're going to be needing your sleep by the sounds of it. Good night, lad.
Well, better get some sleep at least, because tomorrow is a new day.
Finally. What time do you call this? I thought you were going to make me wait all day. Well, at least somebody slept well. I was up all night trying to talk some sense into my boneheaded father. Anyway, I bet you're thinking of going off adventuring on your own now that we're not allowed to come, aren't you?
No!
Oh, come on. Can't fool me, you know. Well, there's no way I'm letting you have all the fun. I've spoken to my father, and he's agreed to let me come with you.
If it means making sure you stay out of trouble, that's worth it. Welcome back, Maribel.
Now, in that meeting yesterday, they said something about a volcanic island way off to the north, didn't they? Well then, I think that should be our next port of call. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, I nearly forgot. I wanted to talk to you about Kiefer. I think we just have to accept that he can't come with us. His father is right. He is royalty after all. It'll be hard with just the two of us, but I'm sure we can manage.
Well, since we have Maribel now in our party, time for us to... Listen, Auster, there's no point going to the castle right now. And the boat's just sitting there on the shrine on the shore side waiting for someone to use it. She's not wrong. She seriously isn't wrong about this. We get a medicinal herb. There it is.
Right, let's get this thing moved, shall we? On 3. 1, 2, 3. It's no good. We're never going to move it on our own. What are we going to do? You better come up with something clever and fast.
If we can't move it ourselves, we'll just have to find something to lever it off somehow. Yeah, like how? Well, guess that means we're gonna have to find him.
Ha! Looks like I made it just in the nick of time. Sorry I'm late, you two. Right, let's get going, shall we? There's adventuring to be done.
Hang on! How did you get here? I thought they'd all but locked you up in the castle.
Oh, you know I'm no stranger to sneaking out. I did try talking some sense into dear old Dad, but alas, this is how it has to be. I crept over to the cliff behind the castle, worked up the nerve, and splash! Down I dove right into the open sea.
You what? You jumped off an actual cliff into the ocean? Do you have a death wish?
Ha! Well, there I was, doing my best to make it back to shore when along comes this fella to save my neck. What a stroke of luck.
That was no stroke of luck, Prince Kiefer. I knew you'd stop at nothing to get your way, so I hung back and waited to see what you'd try.
Mr. Pollock? But why?
I won't lie. I set out today to stop you three from risking your lives in the name of adventure. But it seems I don't have it in me. As far as sea dogs go, I'm as salty as they come. I've been hauling fish up from the open ocean since I was your age. I know better than anyone how vast the sea truly is. Which is why I've always hoped that somewhere out there, among the distant waves, there were other places, other lands to be discovered. Thanks to you three, my dreams come true. That's your doing, and no one can say different. And having done that for me, how can I stand in your way? So, just let me ask you one thing. Are you truly ready for what lies ahead? You're forging into the unknown. Nobody knows what dangers you might face. If you get out of your depths, there might not be a happy ending. Knowing that, are you prepared to keep going?
Of course we're prepared. I can hardly stop now that I've found my calling, can I? I don't care what it is we'll have to face. We'll pull through no matter what.
Well, I don't know about finding my calling, but I know I'd regret missing out on the fun far more than any bother we might get ourselves into. Honestly, I'd rather die.
And you, son? No point in asking, eh? No? You've never backed down once you've set your mind to something. All right. I can see you all mean business. Just leave the rest to me. Prince Kiefer. Young Maribel. Me lad. May the wind be at your backs. My dreams... No. The whole world's dreams are resting on your shoulders.
Sorry if I was quiet for most of it. The whole world's dreams on our shoulders. It was a bit full on for a minute there, but after all that Pollock said to us, there's no turning back now. Auster, Maribel, our grand adventure starts this very moment. I couldn't agree more. Seriously, I couldn't. And besides, thing is, I know this game is censored because Square Enix are run by morons. And heavy in the DEI trying to appeal to global audiences when clearly they should not be doing that. But I'm going to be judging the game on its own merits and nothing else. That's it. The only opinion that should ever matter is your own. Okay, so our next objective now is to head up north. Well, it won't be that easy, that's for sure. Oh, glorious. We have lots of enemies to contend with. Well, since we have been recuperated, I'd say not bad with that. Yo, can you stop? Oh, you think that's impressive? Oh, please. Like I said, I'm not amused. I am legitimately not amused. You're going to realize that you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of islands forming around. Wet kissers. They disgust me. Dunce.
They didn't stand a chance.
Exactly my thought. And you know what? Let's change his outfit. Let's go Luminary on this one. You know, I do feel bad about my dad. All I've done lately is make him angry, and I know how he worries about me. But it's not right, isn't it? Foreboding me from adventures just because I'm the prince. Since the day I was born, everything was already decided for me. I've always hoped I'd find something of my own to live for. I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, make everything blow up.
They didn't stand a chance.
That's good. I think he was better off in the 1 than the 1 for 8. But seriously, are they trying to make a premonition that we're gonna get DQ8 like this? Well, that's Burnmont over there. There's no mistaking it. I wonder how the village is faring these days. Let's go and see. Well, we've arrived at Emberdale. Yeah, let's find what we can first. Got some coagulant. Seriously? God damn it. Why do I hate that? I don't really know. There is a closet in the inn. That says metal 6. That makes 6, thankfully. Wait. We gotta head here. Wait. Nope. Nice, we get money. At least everything's back to normal, that's for sure. But there is a shard we can get. Another green fragment. Let's see if we can get some new weapons for the boyos. Uh-huh. It wouldn't hurt. Yep. Yeah, I'll buy them for each. Yeah, they're essentially accessories. But you can only equip up to 2. Uh-huh. That's nice. Yep. Wing every last jump at advantage. The metal slime hearts. And we had a gold golem heart. Well, well, well. This one boosts charm and that one boosts agility. Ain't that lovely? Alright, we get a pointy hat for our efforts. Very nice. Now let's head for the drawers on the 2nd floor. Nice. Money. Sweet.
Ah,
Hey up. Tours, is it? Well, welcome to Emberdale. I take you like a little village. That's what we like to hear. Long as you're happy, we're happy. That's our motto. And if you'd be so kind as tell your friends and relations to visit too, we'd be even happier. I just want to put our village on the map. That chest is locked tight. Don't worry, we'll deal with it later. Yeah. At least with that taken care of and we've gotten everything here, let's be out. Besides, we're only here to visit the islands. I don't sound like there isn't much else. But before that, however... Yeah. There are no enemy encounters, but there is something here we can see. Nice, anecdotal herb. Nice, a seed of strength. Who would have guessed I'd be fighting that, you know? I couldn't believe it when those soldiers said they found another island. But now that I've seen Emberdale with my own eyes, I know it's the truth. Yup. And I've played Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, but I never got around to finishing it. And trust me, this game can have a tendency to drag. Let's go around the town. Let us head into Burnmont. At least the volcano was still inactive. Yeah, and we're gonna have to work to get our hands on what we missed. And there's also a teleporter here. Yeah, it's a shortcut to the shrine. 1 of 4, actually. Yep. At least this area is now sealed off. We don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, there's not much else. Burnmont's at peace. Everything's at peace. Which I always found to be kind of weird. And these enemies are no biggie. Except for some. Well, let's do this.
Easy peasy.
Such a waste. Maribel's now level 11. Very good. But not everyone. It's these guys, the Hammerhoods.
Here I come.
Let's let cut loose.
Bang! All in a day's work.
Done and done. Well, not all of them, because there's some more enemies to get done with.
Take that!
Yeah. Get lost. I have work to do.
It's done.
Though I know next part we'll probably be heading into a new area. Shabby Cat gives you a set of plain clothes. Alright, we get some money. Oh, here we go. More Shabby Cats. Make everything explode, please.
That's how it's done.
Much better. Even in a game like this, there's still plenty to do. You're high enough, and these guys are nothing.
Take that!
Very good. More items means I could sell stuff. No.
All in a day's work.
That's better. Kiefer's now level 7 and learns multi-slash. Oh, come on. You're gonna try to make me break the game this early? Well, he's about to get our wish. Eat this. So that's what it is.
Easy peasy.
Alright, let's get the chest up here. Yeah, now I'm worked up. And now for the pain to never end. So that's how it works. Make everything explode, please.
They didn't stand a chance.
How many more of these things am I gonna get? Knock it off.
Easy peasy.
Yup. Nice, we got a file of magic water. Not bad. Good. At least that's helpful. Because at the rate we're going, I'm getting myself leveled up even more.
They didn't stand a chance.
Of course they didn't. Nice. He's at level 7 and unlocks Coral Grief. You're dead. You're also dead. Very nice. Let's make sure we head outside and get the chest that's there. Nice. We gain a little devil heart. Alright, so what does that do? Oh, I see. This mental alertness is always know when it's time to pop a single file. Huh. Some of them are actually interesting to use. Now let's head upstairs. Now to take them all out. Not all of them. Why would you do that?
That's how it's done.
Huh. At least that counts. Good, we could save our progress. No, we can actually heal up, finally. We're not doing that yet. Especially for this. The enemy are too stunned. That's perfect. Multi-slash. Make them all explode.
All in a day's work.
This never gets old. Now she learns heal and fuddle. That one's blocked, which means we can't open the chest. Yet. That is the most disgusting thing I have ever witnessed. Okay, time to drop down. Looks like they got the initiative. Sadly, they don't get much.
Easy peasy.
Come on, this is starting to get pathetic. Nuts, they got the initiative too. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work out much.
Easy peasy.
How's about that?
Kiefer's level 12. That was painful.
Easy peasy.
Come on, this is nothing. This one's also locked down. What the heck? Not bad, all things considered. Except for that. Make everything explode. Dude, just no. Be right back.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's continue. Auster's now level 12. Nice, we get a diamond. More of them. Now they're not an issue for me. Or maybe not. No. Yeah, your attack got blocked.
That's how it's done.
Nice, we get another mallet for our efforts. Well, we made it down here. Very good. This one's locked down. This one's also locked down. Come on, man. And we gain another mini medal. That makes 7. Yep. Let's take care of this.
Here I come.
Well, that was fast.
Easy peasy.
Good. Guess we're about to keep on moving. There it is. There it is. The gray fragment. Well, we got what we came for. Time for us to head back to the Shrine of Mysteries. Yeah, with this, we can now venture onwards. But at least they're nice enough to show us exactly where to put where. Well, we've already gotten this one. No, not yet. There's another one. Yup. Looks like we're torn between two choices. One green, one gray. Yeah. These are optional, but I'm at it. We're going in anyway. Let's go. This island doesn't seem to be much more than a lump of rock. Does anyone actually live here? Yeah? Well, we're gonna check it out anyway. This is the town of Regenstein. Statue of a water deity on top of a pedestal. But everyone here has been turned to stone. But we do get some money out of it. How ominous and yet how depressing. There it is. We get horse manure. Right here, closet in the East House. That gets us a leather hat. Yeah, there really isn't that much to say on this. Now let's check the North House. This net's as a shell net. Guess we'll have to go around. Everyone's turned to stone and we gotta figure out what's going on. There it is. You.
This is highly unusual. Travelers are making very rarely the journey here. Now, my eyes are not so good anymore. But you are young and full of life, oder? What reason you could be having for visiting this god-forsaken place, I do not know. Ach so. You are making trips across the time and restoring parts of the world that have disappeared, yeah? It is a shame, but there can be no such happy resolution here. Already it is too late for our village. As you are seeing for yourself, every person here has long ago been turned into stone. Indeed, many decades have passed since the curse upon poor Regenstein came down. It happened 50 years ago, upon the very day of the Regentanz, a day which should have brought us the gift of water. You see, the rain falls very little upon this land. The village was in a deficit of water always. Life was hard here, and people went often without water enough to make their daily bread. The people prayed therefore to the Wassergöttin to bless us with the rain.
And bless us they did, of course, upon that fateful day. Our prayers were answered, or so we thought, for indeed the rain did fall. But that rain was no blessing. Ach, why such a fate would be foisted upon we Regensteiners, a people who lived most tenaciously through a life of great hardship. Even now, I cannot comprehend. There was neither the sound nor the fury, only a moment of quiet cruelty, wherein the cursed rain upon the village fell, turning every man, woman and child to stone. All except for one, who had left the village to secure the provisions. My name is Clemens, and I was that man. When I returned to the village, I found my Liebling had become a thing of stone, never to speak or move again. I put my hand to her cold form, and my heart shriveled. Yeah, I might have escaped being turned to stone. But the loneliness which assailed me night and day, that itself can only be described as a curse. So, I decided I would make a journey. I wander-searched through many lands, looking for a way to free my people from their fate. Though I was prepared mentally to make the lengthy expedition, before long a year had passed, and then another, and another, and so on. Eventually, I procured an elixir known as the Angel's Tears and made my way home. But, decades had passed since I had the village left. And in those long years exposed to the elements, each and every statue had begun to crack and crumble. As I looked at my beloved, already I knew in my heart that even if I were to use the Angel's Tears upon the Regensteiner stone bodies, life would not to anyone return. Indeed, already it was too late. For all my efforts, I could not save a single soul. I was not able to utilize the Angel's Tears, but nor was I able to leave my dear Regenstein. I have spent my life together with the villagers ever since. Achtung, it is almost the time. Listen.
For a brief time each day, they are meeting the light, like so, yeah? Only in the light can be found faintly the memories. Many times I have felt the light and witnessed the memories that are exuding, and over the course of time I make the hypothesis. My people, I believe, are mercifully unaware that they have been turned to stone, who now live quite happily within their cherished memories. Therefore, I felt that the kindest course of action would be to leave them as they are, beings of stone who exist in contentment. That was until today. In speaking with all of you, I am finally finding my resolve. This foul curse is a thing from which people deserve to be free. When you cannot wake from a dream, what difference is it from a nightmare, yeah? Good travelers, I believe none other than fate herself has brought you to this place so that you might be aiding me. So I must ask, will you help me use the angel's tears to free my fellow Regensteiners from their cursed petrification?
Oh,
You are most kind. I am full to the bursting with appreciation. Now please take from me the angel's tears before I am losing the nerve. We obtain the angel's tears. It is getting rather late. Perhaps you should take the rest at the inn tonight, yeah? I shall await you tomorrow upon the elevation overlooking Regenstein. To reach it, you must find the hidden stairway near the tree in the west of the village. The passage will take you where you need to be going. And if you're being curious about the memories of the village folks, then do not miss your chance to view them this night. The light of the memories will not long be aglow. Until tomorrow then, off we see.
Hey,
So the statues produce some kind of glow that lets us see their memories. We should try to take a look before we get to bed. Yeah, but unfortunately we're way past an hour worth. But I'll see what I can do. No promises. Like this first. It's a young girl who's been exposed to stone. Her exposure to the elements I've left her looking rather worse for wear. And the light keeps growing stronger. Super! I make letter note of this and hide it between the books on the shelf. Yeah, perfect. For Felix, you cannot make graffiti. It is strictly verboten. Shh! Lina, keep quiet. But graffiti is verboten. That is not graffiti. This is a self-reminder. Acha! Speaking of reminding, I must tell you my most recent discovery. It is even more amazing than my last. Your last? You're speaking of the secret base? Yeah, but that does not compare even a little to this new discovery. I will tell you of it tomorrow. Come to my home during the Regenstans. If I'm not there, you will find me in the secret base. Yeah, okay. Super! When I see you tomorrow, yeah? Do not be late. Yep, we found one. That's two. A beautiful young woman has been turned to stone. He is late again.
oh.
Forgive me, dear Helga. I was not meaning to make you wait. Nine, never mind. Well, did you decide what you're going to do? Ja, I have made my decision. I will fetch again the supplies this year. What? Clemens, Nine! There are monsters! What if something were to happen to you? It is because there are monsters that I must go, Helga. Our village cannot produce its own vegetables, Nine. That means someone must make the trip to purchase supplies, or we are all facing starvation. I am the most suitable candidate. I am more capably fight than any other man in the village. It must be me. I am not disagreeing with this, but I have made another decision also. Once I am returned from the trip, then I announce our engagement to the whole village. This is perfect, yeah? Clemens, it makes me happy, of course, to hear such talk, but... Alles klar, then it is decided. Helga, you must not worry for me. I am able to take care of myself. Yeah, I know this, but... Be careful, Peter. Yeah, I return in plenty of time for the Regenstans. Scusi, main strats. See you soon, my love. My dear Clemens, I pray for your safe return. We gotta check all 7 of these scenes. Now let's check the third. This one is a woman who's been turned to stone. This is highly curious. Where could he have gone to?
Oh,
Have you seen anywhere Felix, Peter? Lena, actually, I am also searching currently for the same little rascal. Today is the day of the Regentans. We must make our wishes for rain. Many, many times I tell them to stay at home and help me. And yet... The Regentans? Yeah, of course. Now I remember. What are you remembering? You know what is Felix? Nine. I am having no idea at all. None. So, well, if you see him anywhere, you tell him to make a homecoming so he can help me, bitte? Yeah, of course. I will surely tell him so. That's 3. Now let's check out for the next. A young woman been turned to stone.
My.
Guten Tag, Clemens. You're making the trip to fetch supplies? Yeah, same as always. I buy some foodstuffs and as much water as I can carry. Ach, if only the rain would fall sometime. How many years is it being now? Come, we have not been forsaken. There will be rain this year, and lots of it, I think. I hope you are correct, Clemens. Doc, I must be leaving now. I'll return in time for the Regentans. We shall bring the rain, you'll see. Bitte, Clemens. Be carefully. I have heard recently reports of monsters in the village surroundings. Another one, that makes 4. And it's a priest! Let's see what he has to say.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, Frau Helga. It is unusual for you to come for prayer making so late at night. Yeah, it is, but I am consumed by worries. I must pray for him to come safely home. Then I will ask the Almighty to provide for both of you his protection. Danke. Great Almighty, allow the safe return of my beloved Clemens to Regenstein, bitte. Two left. A man who was turned to stone.
Oh.
Mein Vater. Daddy, could you answer a question for me?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. If I'm not. Do you know what this village was like long ago, Vater? Inquisitive boy, I have no idea. How about you, Herr Barkeep? You must know something of the local history, yeah? Doc, I hear only stories, but people, sometimes they are saying that this whole area was once a battlefield. Apparently our ancestors' village was completely destroyed in the fighting, and another was built to replace it. Perhaps this is why we are sometimes finding old weapons and such things in the soil. Well, there is your history lesson, boy. Why do you display an interest in such matters? Oh, no such special reason, Vater. Simply curiosity, that's all. You are a strange child, Felix. Clearly you're not taken after me. Probably. This is for the best. Have you something to say, Herr Barkeep? Nein, not a word. Vater, I go out to play now, yeah? Yeah, but the Regentans begin soon. Do not stay too far afield. Okay. Yeah, it's like they're speaking in German. Last one, and then we head for the inn.
Oh.
Regentans indeed. Every year they are making this big stupid party. And they think it will cause the rain to fall? Ha! Ridiculous! Rain! It is raining! Truly, it is raining at long last. But this rain it is strange. Dirty somehow.
Huh?
My skin! My body! What is happening here? Is this some cruel joke? My body! It is turning into stone! Nine! Felix! Ugh. So that's how it happened. Now we know the truth. Now we know the truth of what happened. Let's head for the inn, because I think we'll do it for today.
Come on! Can't stay in bed all day, you know. Honestly, if there's one certainty in this world, it's that you'll be the last one up in the morning. Anyway, while you've been dozing oh so happily, I've been thinking about the poor people of this village, petrified for decades. They must be fit to burst with frustration. If it were me, I'd be wondering why I've been sentenced so harshly for the apparent crime of living my life. That's why I think that light comes out of them. They want people to know. They're trying to share their memories of back when things were normal. But enough of my musings. We should get on with lifting this curse. The Regensteiners have waited long enough, wouldn't you say? To reach Old Clemens, we need to find a set of stairs hidden near the tree on the west side of the village. From there, it's just following the path. Come on then! No time to waste!
I have to agree. To reach Old Clemens, we'll need to find the set of stairs hidden near the tree on the west side of the village. From there, it's just following the path. Well, come on then. The petrified villagers need our help. And now it's daytime already. And this might be it. The self-reminder. So where is it? There it is. Look at that! A staircase leading underground. Thankfully, there are no enemies here. Medicinal herb. We get money, single file, anecdotal herb, and a boomerang. Right here. Now we gotta head for the top.
Ah, good. There you are. I have been waiting for your arrival. Finally, the time is here. It has been 50 years since that fateful day. But it feels more like an eternity. Turned to stone and stuck in an everlasting dream. Surely they long for their release just as much as I do. Bitte schön, release the angel's tears and free the villagers from their suffering.
Auster holds the bottle of Angel's tears aloft.
Always I thought, if I used the angel's tears and could talk to them again, I would apologize for my cowardice. I would apologize to them from the bottom of my heart. Not a day has passed I was not thinking this. What is happening? Helga? Helga, mein Liebchen. Is that you? Oh, Helga, how I have missed you. Just wait. Ein Moment, bitte. I will not be long. Unbelievable. Das Kind ist... The child. It can only be...
Yeah. Let's drop down. Where did that kid appear from? Come on, we need to find out what's going on. Yeah, we gotta find out.
Excuse me, mein Herr, but who might you be? My name is Felix, and I am searching for the other people from the village. Have you seen them somewhere, bitte? It is all very strange. They were here just a moment ago preparing for the Regentanz.
Mein Gott! It is beyond a doubt. This voice, this face. I know this boy. You are the son of Ralph, yeah? Your name is... Yeah, Felix.
This is correct.
Ach so. But where have you been all this time?
I was underground. In my secret base.
Underground, you say? Yeah, but of course. This is why you are not weathered by the elements. Wunderbar! My traveling friends, this is a miracle. It is proof. Proof that our village is not dead. That it is still alive and kicking. And all is thanks to you. If you had not been making the visit to our village and lent your aid, we would still be all of us remaining forsaken. Danke, meine Freunde. Danke from the bottom of my heart. Surely this is the happiest day of my life. Ach, but this poor boy knows nothing of what has happened. First, I must be explaining to him the situation, and then we must be mourning for those who have been lost.
The light of hope returns to Clemens' eyes at last. But Felix isn't quite so happy when he realizes that the people of the village really won't be coming back. I feel for this kid, honestly. Eventually, Clemens wins him round and promises to look after him from now on. And after a little hesitation, Phoenix finally accepts. Everyone heads to bed, exhausted after the day's excitement. And then morning comes.
I am unable to know how to thank you for all you have done. We owe you everything. You have even inspired Felix and myself to go on a little journey of our own, you know. We have decided that we must spread the word of the accursed rain which afflicted our home. If we are able to save just one life by doing so, I feel my own existence will not have been wasted. Though we are far away, the spirit of the village shall live on. Und as long as young Felix und I survive, then so too shall Regenstein.
The things I have to do. Fortunately for us, everything is back to normal, but my god, why does this end in a depressing manner? Seriously, it depresses me. I apologize that this video is over an hour and a half. Or something like that. We got another mini medal. That makes 8. There are 100 of these, by the way. And we get some more money. Yeah, this is an optional one, but I'm getting it out of the way now. And besides, we went way over the top. And that's okay. I've been trying to think of how I can cheer old Clemens up. After all, he was so sad for so long, but in the end I decided I shouldn't interfere. Life's still going to be hard for him, but at least he's got Felix. And I've got the feeling that those two are going to be alright. You're right. We're done here. That takes care of it. Another island has been taken down. Yeah, and it's down there. So for now, let us head to Pilchard Bay. Yeah, I went almost an hour or so on this, and I do apologize for that. But don't worry, we will continue in the next part. Next part is where we will continue properly. And from what I've seen, I'm enjoying it thus far. But it's only going to get much more problematic than it sounds. That is it for this part of Dragon Quest II, but 7. And looks like we've got work to do. Yeah, we'll take care of that next time. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell, hype. I'll see you in the next. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Yeah, this journey's only just begun.